So, hey everyone, I am really happy to have you on board for our September new coach call. And this is something that I started doing kind of as I don't know if courtesy is the right word, but I know a lot of people have new coaches come in and they've never done a getting started right call and they're nervous. And I wanted to be able to help you out so that you can learn how to hold your getting started right call with coaches with more confidence. Because I was exactly where you were and definitely didn't do getting started right calls with coaches, but I'm realizing now that that is really vital, is to get that connection so that they don't feel like they just signed up and then poof, you disappeared. And a lot of people have a lot of questions and they really won't always ask in groups or anything. So this gives them the chance. So I'm hoping that if you are a new coach, you have touched base with your sponsor, and if you are a coach that's wanting to learn how to do getting started right calls, I hope you learn from this call and I can help you. And from here forward, just for everybody's information, I'm going to be doing a new coach call every third Tuesday of the month. That way, if you have new coaches and like I said, you're not feeling confident yet to cover all the bases, then you can plug them into this. Next month, I am actually going to be at leadership with Becky, my coach, and a few others. And so Robin Peacock is actually going to be taking over the new coach call, so you won't see my face next month in October. She'll be the one hosting it. And at any point in time, if you guys want to step up and be leaders and try this out, doing a get started right call and co-host one with me, I would love to help you because I'm really wanting to help develop leaders and help you be confident. So anyways, to any new coach, I know Sarah's my new coach and she knows a lot more than most new coaches, so this is probably going to be a review. But I wanted to just basically welcome all new coaches to our team. And if you don't know anything about me, I started as a coach myself 4.5 years ago, and I had zero intention of, I really didn't have any goals, and I really most certainly did not think I would be here 4.5 years later. If you had have told me 5 years ago that this is where I would be, that on a Tuesday night I'm speaking on a live video call training people, I would have signed up as a coach. So I don't want you to look at where I am or any person that's in this business and compare yourself to where you are now and to where they are, because everybody has a different journey and everybody has a different story and things going on in their life. So that's the one most important thing that I really try to impact in people's mind when they join the team, is that comparison is truly the thief of joy. And in this business, we all move at our own pace. We all move and operate differently, because what we're doing and what I want to teach you and all new coaches is to share, not sell. So that is really the basis of our business, is we're sharing our story. Every story is unique. Some of them are similar, but overall, your story is nothing like anybody else's story. It is your story. And I want to encourage every new coach to just start sharing their journey. That's exactly how I got started as a coach. I signed up with P90X and Shakeology. Honestly, I plan on doing it and giving it at least 3 weeks of the workouts and drinking the full bag of Shakeology and taking advantage of the bottom of the bag guarantee. And I was going to return this stuff. But slowly and surely, I started gaining confidence in my own abilities fitness-wise. And I started sharing it on social media. And on day 13, when I posted this picture of me in a pair of pants that was tight 13 days before, and now we're super loose, that was the turning point for me when the coaching opportunity was offered to me by my coach. I tried to tell her no over and over and over and over and over and over again, but she really coached me through all of my objections and made me realize that these were my own fears that were very invalid and that I could, in fact, do it. And that is your role as a coach, is breathing belief into people, helping them see that they can do it, and helping them realize that they're not going to be alone. They're going to have you. They're going to have me. They're going to have my coach, Becky, and our whole team, that really our culture is set apart from the whole organization of 400,000 plus coaches, as we are the family feel team. We're the team that people want to be on, because we literally operate as a family. There's love and support. So you want to convey that to people. So when I say that you're sharing, not selling, that's how I got started, was just sharing every day my journey. I'll never forget a post that I posted that, said something like, I'm not as strong as I want to be, but I'm not as weak as I thought I was, or something like that. And every day I just shared a little bit about P90X and about my Shakeology. And then that was before I was even a coach. And that's what gained traction. That's what inspired people, because the moment that they had been watching me for only 13 days, but the moment they saw me post that picture that I lost the weight, then they were interested. And I had initial response from people and initial sales that day that I became a coach. And at that point, I realized that I could inspire people. And that's what I want to give to you, is that all you have to do is share what you're feeling, the ins, the outs, the ups and downs, the blood, the sweat, the tears. It doesn't have to be salesy, and it will only be salesy, and you will only feel like a salesperson if you make it that way. But if you're just simply sharing what you're doing, people are going to start watching. I will tell you, though, that when some people will watch you and they won't like your posts, they won't comment, but then one day something that you post about your story is going to resonate with them whenever they have had enough of their own struggle and they're ready to get started. So if you're a new coach and you're just wondering, where do I go? My first assignment to you is just start sharing your journey. Share a little bit every day about how you feel, why you're doing it, what's motivating you, struggles you've had. And I know that it's very hard for people to talk about their struggles, but that is really the basis of your success in this business. It's because nobody, even though people are striving for perfection, nobody really wants somebody perfect. So whenever they realize that you're an imperfect human being and that you have a story that's like them, so that you aren't judging them, that you understand the shoes that they're filling, that's when they'll reach out to you. So that's why it's so important to share your story and share it over and over and over and over again. And unless you have some, eyewitness protection program, something going on, I highly recommend switching your profile to public if it's not already. If there's an issue with children or something, you can always start an album and make that private. But what I was telling you is people are going to watch you. People are going to talk about it amongst your peers, amongst your community, and they're going to watch you, because truth is everybody is a quitter. And that is just part of society now. And so there are so many people, including myself, who've tried so many things and have quit. And then there's so many people that are trying to sell things to people that are quick fixes, and they have fallen for it, and they've spent lots of money and they've wasted lots of money and they haven't gotten any results. And so the last thing they want to do is spend money and not get results, and also be reminded too that they failed. So they're going to be watching you. So make sure that you have a public profile so they can watch you, because Facebook and social media is just notorious for creepers and for stalkers. I stalked my coach for 2 days before I actually reached out to her about P90X. So give them the ability to look into your life and get to know you a little bit to see if they can trust you. And what I say is that, you have to go at your own comfort level. But I look at it this way. If you have a profile that's totally private, you can't get into it, you have to send them a friend request, and then it seems like you are, holding your life very private, but you're wanting them to share their intimate parts of their life and their struggles. So when you have an open profile, it makes you more trustworthy and more approachable, in my opinion, and I've seen that. So if that's not something you're comfortable with, you're not obligated to do it or expected to do it, but have that be one of your goals that you work up to have the confidence to do that. So with that being said, those are kind of my little tips about getting started so that you get started on the right foot. And lastly, I want to talk, before we kind of get into the meat and potato and the business side of this, is that this is a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it's going to pay like a business. My coach and her sister are part of the Millionaire Club. So that means that they have made a cumulative earnings of over $1 million. They did that in 5 years of being a coach. Some people might go, oh my God, 5 years of being a coach, that's a long time. But I ask you, if you were to be working 5 years at your current job, would you or could you make $1 million? And most people, 98% of the population, are going to say no. So that is amazing, to do something and get paid for something that you love, something that is really for yourself, because you're getting healthy, you're getting fit, and you're building relationships with people and making an impact, not just on other people's life, but on society. And you're leaving a legacy behind. So I think that you really can't put a price on that. But if you treat this business like a $39.95 business, like if you sign up for that, or treat it like $140 for your challenge pack business, then you're going to, have that type of business. If you look at this as this is $1 million business and you treat it like that, you are going to see success, and you are going to not fail because you have all of us who we have systems created, you have support, we have weekly team calls to be plugged into. There's resources I'm going to show you about, at the end of the call. So you are destined to succeed if you are willing to put in the work. The work starts with you though, especially if you're a new coach. You need to do your vital behaviors that I'm going to talk about that are really what's going to help you share your story more confidently and attract the right people. But again, what I want to highlight is this is a business. You may have signed up to just for the discount or just because you didn't really know why, like myself. But as time goes on, it could change, and you may want to really run with this. You may need to run with this, because I have people who have gotten pregnant and then thought, oh my God, I don't want to leave my baby. I've had people who've lost their job. And so I ask you too that if you got started just for the discount, amazing. That means that you are a loyal customer, that you believe in this. However, this is $1 million opportunity if you use the skills and you put in the hard work and the time and the energy into it. But what I wanted to ask you is, if you were to lose your job right now, or if your spouse that may be the main or only source of income, if they were to lose their job or you were to lose your job, how would you survive? What would you do differently with Beachbody? So many people look at this as a hobby, and then whenever they need to make some money, then all of a sudden it becomes a need to make this a business. So I ask you to at least have the open mind, learn some of the ropes about coaching, because even if you sign up as a discount coach, things can change in your life, in your circumstances, and things can change as you go along in your journey. People are going to see a noticeable change in your positivity, in your demeanor, in the quality of posts, the inspiration that you are, really putting forth through social media. They're going to see a change in your, physical looks, if you've lost weight, just all sorts of things. And that's where people start to gain traction from other people if they did start as a discount coach. But I want you to remember a statistic that I've known way before I was a coach, is that most new businesses operate at a loss for the first 3 years. So as a coach, as soon as you ordered your challenge pack, I don't feel that is a loss of money, because you're investing in yourself. That's an equivalency of having a home gym, a nutritionist, a trainer, a support system, a cheering squad, kind of like Weight Watchers, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. But that is all stuff to make you better, to help you reach your goals. So that is really not wasted money. But as soon as you make a sale, you've made a profit. And businesses nowadays literally take years to gain a profit. Think about the people who go to college, who spend 2, 4, 8 years going to college, and they're racking up student debt and student loans. Then they go out and get a job. My coach, Becky, went to, I don't know, she'd kill me. I don't want to even guess, but it's one of the colleges in Florida. I know it's particular. And she went, and then she actually took a job making $25,000 a year. So do you know how long, even though she left her job to become a coach, and at the time that she left her job, she was making $100,000, but that was over 15 years. Think about how long it took for her to pay off those student loans. But as soon as she signed up as a coach and she started making sales, boom, that was income. That was profit. There wasn't any overhead. There wasn't any operating costs other than your business service fees, which are, $15.95 a month. So I want you to keep that in your mind as you move on as a coach. So how to be successful? I already said, share your story. We have the 4 vital behaviors, which are the proof that the products work. Well, actually, the first one, is invite, invite, invite. I don't really like to say that as the first, because that seems very intimidating to people, but really being proof that the product works. And that doesn't mean having a 20, 40, 100-pound weight loss story. That means just having a story, whether it's you're not relying on coffee. A coach that I talked to today, she said that she used to stop into Starbucks every day, that she had worked a shift as a nurse, and she would spend about $7 on her Starbucks. And then now, since she's been drinking Shakeology, since she's making healthy choices, she's no longer doing that. she hasn't had any caffeine or coffee since May. So she's saving a lot of money. That is a story in itself, because that can connect to so many people who hit that Starbucks drive-through Monday through Friday. They're, dialed into the coffee pot as soon as they get to work. That was myself. I would drink 2 pots of coffee. That is part of your story. So thinking outside of the box, that it doesn't have to be a weight related or measurement related or pant size related. It's just your story. There's a reason why you became a coach. And you need to tap into that, because that's the beginning of your story. And your story is going to evolve over time. So once you're proof that the products work, that's when people are going to see that, number one, you're a loyal customer, loyal to the products, you're having results. And your results aren't going to really resonate with everybody that you meet, but they're going to resonate with people that are in your warm market, meaning your friends, your family, your coworkers, people who have to share the same story, people that you went to school with. That is something that you're going to want to share. Then the next part is invite. I like to change that to connect. Because I said that our team operates as a family, I literally set out to make friends every day, and I want them to be my best friends. I mean, I literally have tons of best friends because they're all part of my team. And I looked at a post from my coach's sister, Christina Delgado. If you're not following her or my coach, Becky Brissett, definitely do. But Christina had her birthday celebration on Saturday. Every one of the people that her husband invited to celebrate were all part of our team. And that's what I'm saying. These were her best friends. These are the people that are in her life. So when you hear the 4 vital behaviors and you hear invite, I urge you to switch that around so that your brain doesn't go into panic mode of thinking that you have to go and invite, cold calling or go run across the parking lot and, hit up every stranger. I want you to just make the point of connecting with people that you're already connected with via social media, connecting more with people on a deeper level that you already have relationships with in person, and making sure that you're going out there looking for new people to get on social media that you have maybe mutual friends with, or you went to school with and lost touch. But use the tools I'm going to show you at the end, the memory jogger, to really go through your mental list of the people that you may not be on social media or connected with on social media. So that is what you're doing, is you're wanting to start conversations with people every day in private message. One way to do that is go through your list, and everybody whose birthday it is, send them a happy birthday message. Happy birthday, Stephanie. I hope you had a great day. Do you have anything big planned? That is starting a conversation. That is showing genuine care. That is giving somebody your time, which is the most precious gift that you can give them. I have instituted that into my daily, coaching activities. And I can't tell you how many people have been like, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I'm having, this or that, I'm doing this or that. A couple people are moving, so I've stayed in touch with them. I got to know about their life, because so many people feel this small or invisible. And when you take that time and stop what you're doing to send them a message, then you're not just mindlessly scrolling, but you really took time to dedicate towards them, and you can start a conversation with them. So if they've been seeing you post and stuff about your workouts, about you're being tagged by your coach or whatever it is, then that gives them the chance to ask you, because literally you can post all day long on your wall about what you're doing. Most people aren't going to come to you and ask you. Most people are going to wait for you to come to them, to give them that chance. So I've had so many people that I just reach out and say, hey, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted to let you know, and I wanted to stop by and say hi. I hope you're doing well. And people will respond back like, thank you. That means so much. How are you doing? I've actually been watching you, and I've been meaning to reach out to you. So those are the ways that you invite, lead up to, by connecting with them. And I try to make at least 3 new contacts. But if you're a new coach, try to get at least 1 new Facebook friend on your list every day, or Instagram follower, whatever your jam is. Facebook is my jam. So the third, 4th vital behavior is personal development. Oh my God, this is the hardest one to get people to do, because most people think personal development means that I want you to change yourself, or that I think that you're crazy, or that you have issues, or whatever. Personal development is designed to help you be more in touch with who you were designed to be and why you were created. It helps you think more mindfully about your daily activities, about where you want to be. I've recently started working with a Tony Robbins coach, and oh my God, the way that they helped me change my way of thinking is helping me be more goal-oriented, be more action-oriented, and really focusing on being specific about what I want, which is what, my coach told me today, that your fuel is, or your purpose is what is your fuel. And without your fuel, you really have no get up and go. So this is what personal development has done. I'm not saying to go out and hire a Tony Robbins life coach. This for me was a decision that was made after 4.5 years of being a coach. I'll tell you, I didn't start doing personal development really until I was about 6 months in as a coach, and I didn't start doing it regularly until I was a coach for a year. And if you can look at the timeline of my coaching career, my success and my income, the years that I have been plugged in to the personal development, whether it's attending an event, a motivational event. I attended Danny Johnson. I'm going to Tony Robbins' event with several of the coaches on our team in November, or whether it's reading a book or listening to it on Audible. Those time frames that I'm doing that regularly. I'm not talking about when I remember, or just 10 minutes a month or 10 minutes a week, or starting a book and putting it down and then forgetting about it like I used to do, but regularly. Those years I have had great success. 2013 was my personal development year, and it was my year. It was literally the best year of my life. I conquered a lot of goals. I became very in touch with who I was. I was able to get rid of a lot of the baggage that had held me back. And I was able to attract some amazing people that are still with me on this team. And this year I have completed over 20 books. I have invested in a Tony Robbins coach. I'm going to a Tony Robbins event. And this year, I will say is second in running with 2013, because it's not over yet. But I have been able to literally make a huge comeback from last year. And so if you're not, you probably haven't followed me long, but last year was a very disastrous year for me as a coach, as a leader, as a mother, as a wife, as just a person. And I was able to come back, and it would not have been possible if it weren't for the love and the support from my coach, for my team, and for personal development that has helped me. So I encourage you to try out personal development. I have an Audible account, so this is an app that you can download. It's this little orange app. You can download it on your phone, and I, as your coach or your sponsor, will give you my password, because I don't want you to have any excuse not to do it. If you commute, if you fold laundry, if you're cooking dinner, and if you're doing anything, use this, because they read it to you. I have ADD, so Audible is like my jam. I cannot read a book. I have a whole shelf that's like 2 feet long full of books I haven't read because I have ADD. So the thing is, no matter what, there's a way for you to do this. So I'll give you my password, and there are tons of books in there. And one thing that I say is personal development. Set aside 10 minutes a day to dedicate towards it. Give yourself time to get used to a book. If after 3 chapters it doesn't have your attention, then move on to a different book. Don't just sit there and struggle with it, because we want this to be fun and we want this to be helpful and insightful for you. And my whole library of books in Audible, they range from different things. But 2, if you want to reach out to me and kind of let me know what your struggle is or what your weakness is, then I can really recommend what book to plug into. Because I see this all the time. Coaches say, okay, I need to do personal development. Tell me what book you'd recommend. Well, everybody starts recommending books. And where I'm at in my business is definitely different than somebody just starting. The stuff that holds me back and my weaknesses may be your strength. So my book that I recommend may be an awesome book and may really have helped a lot of people, but it may not really jive with you. So it's really important that you find the right book. But dedicate 10 minutes a day. I do really highly recommend also that even if you love a book, reading more than a chapter a day is just too much information for you really to retain and to go forward. So have it be a minimum of 10 minutes and no more than a chapter a day, and really track it. Do that for 30 days and see where your mindset is, see where your attitude is, your positivity, and how your goals have shifted. So I challenge you to do that as well. Not only start sharing your story, but find a book and get plugged into it. The 4th thing is recognition. And as a new coach, this is something that might not really be relevant, but that is really the lifeblood to our success as successful coaches, is recognizing people, because we are, again, a family-based team, and our organization is really about family, about helping us lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Carl Deichler, our CEO, his main objective was to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. So that obviously includes our family. So we really want to feel love from other people outside of our family. But those are the things that make us thrive. No matter what, people like to be told that they're doing well. They like to be loved on. They like to know that they're important. They like to know that their efforts have been not, I'm saying it backwards, that they've been noticed. We are really a team and an organization that is big on rewards. I'm going to next talk about Success Club, but Success Club is a way for us to really track our business and have a goal to continue to grow our business and to keep meeting new people and helping inspire them and get them started. So when people hit Success Club, we recognize them. When people hit goals, we recognize them. When you hit Success Club every month, there is some sort of promotion from corporate that you get rewarded. So I will tell you that I did a great job at all my jobs every day, every week, every month. I gave up family time. I sent my kids to school sick. I sent them to my ex-mother-in-law's house sick so I could go to work and so I could be the best employee. You know what? I never got an Employee of the Month award. I never got raises. I never got a thank you. I got a this is your job. So this is so amazing that this is your business. This is your business. You don't work for me. You don't work for Team Relentless. You don't work for Diesel Nation. You don't even really work for Beachbody. You are a representative of them, but they are still rewarding you for your goals. So like this month, you'll get a yoga mat. How awesome is that? I got a hat from last month. I got a Shakeology canister the month before. So this is really big. The corporate headquarters recognize us, so we need to pass that down. So as you are bringing people on as customers or as coaches, you need to recognize them. And again, this was kind of like I was saying about being proof that the product works. It doesn't have to be the obvious about, ooh, somebody lost a pant size, or ooh, somebody, is, been drinking Shakeology for 2 months and their hair's grown. Yay. It can be so much that you recognize them, that maybe they get on every call, or maybe they, are always the first person to, comment on your post, and that they're a great encourager. At the beginning of this call, I talked about Samantha Draper. I love her. Like, she's always the first person to say something or comment. And I love that support. So recognition is a big deal. So the last part I'm going to talk about is Success Club. So as a new coach, your goal every month is to reach out and help 3 people a month get started with a challenge pack. You get 2 points, 2 Success Club points for every challenge pack that is purchased through you. If you have a customer who purchases like more than 1 challenge pack, you're only going to get 2 Success Club points. I have a customer that in the last 3 months, she's bought 3 challenge packs, 2 Success Club points only. So every month, all of us, no matter if you're a successful coach, a new coach, a top coach, whatever, we all start every month at 0. So when you're doing the 4 vital behaviors every day and doing them consistently, they become just part of your life, and they become a no-brainer. When you do that, you're setting yourself up, because not everybody's going to be ready to jump on board with you, but over time, you're going to pick up traction and they're going to come on board. You have to have something to invite them to every month. So we have challenge groups. So you're going to invite people to your challenge groups. If you are a new coach, you can run them with your sponsor or with me. I am here to help you run them, to help you see how they're ran, and to help your customers if you're not feeling really confident yet as a new coach. But that is your goal, is to hit Success Club every month. When you're a new coach, if you hit Success Club in your first month, you get a personal call with Carl Deichler, our CEO. So if you hit Success Club in September, sometime in mid-October, every new coach that hits Success Club is going to get that call, with Carl Deichler. And I'll tell you, because I've had a lot of people, and this is called the Success Starters program. I've had a lot of Success Starters, and I've been on the calls with them because the sponsor gets an invitation as well. And every call is different, so it's not a pre-recorded one. You are literally hearing the voice of our CEO, who is the most humble person and down-to-earth person that truly cares about everyone. So it's a really amazing opportunity. You do that for, month 2, and month three, you are recognized in the Coach Online office as a success starter. And if you reach that on your month 3, then you win a free ticket to Summit, which is this next year in July is going to be in New Orleans. And again, as a new coach, you may be thinking, like, I don't even know what Summit is. I don't think that I'm going to go. But it's something that if you're wanting to build a business, definitely strive for it, because it's worth, I think, like $275 or $295. And I want as many people with us at Summit this next year. So those are your goals the first 3 months. And in doing that, that is going to help you get your product paid for. And that is our goal too, is that you never have to pay out of pocket for anything. So everything that I've ever purchased that is Beachbody related has been bought by the commissions that I have made through this business for helping people. And I want to do the same thing for you. We've had lots of people on this team be able to stay home with their children and not have to return back to work, or be able to quit their job and be with their kids, or people who still just love their jobs, and that's amazing, and be able to bring in extra money to go on bigger, longer, better vacations with their family, to pay off credit card debt, to free up that stress that they've been carrying around, because they hadn't had any source of extra income. Whatever it is, Beachbody and coaching can fill that void, and I want to help you. I want to figure out what it is. I want to come up with a game plan with you and help you figure it out. So those are the goals. I wanted to do a little update that we are doing a Coach Basics group that starts next Monday, where it's going to be about 4 weeks, and it's going to be teaching you the ins and outs of coaching, so that whenever you're approached by somebody, you know how to sign them up, so that you understand why Success Club's important, so you understand why challenge groups are important. So this is a group that's already open. I've already posted some things in there. So if you want to be added in it, please message me or your sponsor and have them message me to get you in this group. It officially starts on Monday, but I want to get as many people in now so they kind of understand what's going on and get acclimated beforehand. I'm going to go now and share my screen so that you can see what the Coach Online office is. Where is it? Okay, so I have a whole video series. I have 3 playlists. So if you need help, my first playlist is basically setting up your website, learning how to log into the Coach Online office, how to set up your direct deposit. The second playlist, once you're done with the first one, is talking about your goals and more in depth. You'll hear from Becky and Christina some things to help you launch your business. So if you need that, let me know as well. So this is your Coach Online office. You go to teambeachbody.com, and then you can click on Coach Online office, and then that's where you're prompted to sign in. So you're going to use your email that you used to sign up with and your password, and then hit sign in. This is your virtual desk. This is literally where you're going to be able to track orders, where you're going to be able to see your commissions, where you're able to learn more about the products, because so many people have, just one program they just got started with, and somebody else is interested in other products. So I'm going to show you a few things in this Coach Online office so you know how to navigate it. So right here, you want to get started. If you are very new to the Coach Online office, go through, start here, the CEO welcome, how to get started, and the site tour. You want to go through your websites, and you're going to edit them and add a picture and your telephone number, and you're also going to want to modify your profile on the actual Team Beachbody website where we started off before we got in the Coach Online office, because people click on that and they want to know who you are, what your story is. So it doesn't have to be a novel, but it can be whatever you are comfortable sharing. You can look at mine under Mindy Horde, kind of see what I've shared. And actually, now that I think about that, I think I need to update it. It's been, I think, a year or so since I updated it. But those are the things that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go to My Business. You're also going to want to go to My EFT Management. And that is where you're going to set up your direct deposit. What I want you to do, so my next assignment for you was, number 1, to start sharing your story, to get involved with personal development somehow. And also the other thing is to go to My Forms and Documents, and then scroll all the way to the bottom and click on Coach Plan Highlights. And I want you to download this, print it, save it, whatever you want, open it in iBooks on your iPhone, whatever you want, because these are going to give you some of the things that we went over and questions that people have about the commissions you earn, so what Success Club is, and then what cycle bonuses are. I'm not going to go into getting to Emerald on this call, but this will give you an idea of your goals and the really important parts of coaching. So that can be done. And then if you have any questions about a certain product, what you go to is, and I go to this still, is sales and marketing, business tools, or challenge group tools, or product toolkits. This is where you have all the information about all the programs. It even gives you like verbiage on like, here's the challenge group guides. You literally click on that, and when you're running a challenge group, you can just copy and paste these things and post in your challenge group. So it takes literally all of the science out of it, and it's all right there for you. You literally don't have to recreate it. It's all there for you. Right here, you can click on the sample posts to use. But anyways, use this tab. So when you have extra time to navigate through there, because I could spend all day in the Coach Online office, but use that if you're looking for any information on any specific program, or just look through there and check it out. Under news and training, you're going to want to start here as a new coach as well, so that you know how to get started. And again, like I said, if you follow this formula, it's going to teach you what to do. You don't have to figure it out on your own. Take whatever you think you need to do as a coach and throw it out the window and go through the process and trust it and do it in the way that they have it laid out. But if you go to getting started, that's where you're going to want to go first. You're going to have the do this, and there's little links that you can click on. And then once you're done with that section, go to know this and then learn how. And then when you're done with that, you can click on Emerald and Ruby and move to the next set of training. So all of this is right here. All of the resources are there. And so there is no reason that you can't be successful, whether you have a working sponsor that, because a lot of people have been placed under discount coaches. It doesn't matter. You have all the resources there available to you. It's taking a while to load. But lastly, I wanted to share with you that any questions that you have, you can find normally in the Coach Online office by scrolling all the way to the bottom and clicking on frequent asked questions. So if you have a question about is Shakeology organic, you can type in that question. It's going to pull up the answer. Of course, it's taking forever to pull up here. But you can type in any question. If you have a question about getting to Emerald rank, and you heard me talk about that, and you want to know more about that, if you want to know about the promotions, that are going on, whatever it is, it has all of the information right here, and you can type it in there and search it. If you haven't found that answer there, go to the Team Relentless team page, or whatever team page you're in, and ask in there. Because we operate as a family, and because we're so supportive of helping one another build our business, somebody's going to be in there to answer you. I really encourage you to get involved in the team, get involved in the team page, and use that as a resource. I recently, from working with my life coach, I have set business hours. So literally from 4 to 8, I am going to be no longer available to my coaches. After that, I will answer your questions as much as I can before I go to sleep, but my business hours are during the day. And so get used to looking under the frequent asked questions. Get used to going into the team. And I know a lot of people say, I'm embarrassed, I'm nervous. Everybody started where you were, and there might be somebody there who has the same question, who would really benefit from having that clarified for them. Or somebody's going to answer your question, and next week somebody's going to encounter the same type of situation, and they've already seen the response. So I encourage you to do that. And I also encourage you to really set business hours for yourself. And if you're a new coach, get involved in my Coach Basics group, which starts next Monday, because I'm going to teach you about how you can efficiently build a successful business on literally an hour a day. So I'm done with my spiel. I know that was a lot. I recorded this. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. That way you can have access to go back, because I do talk fast, and I was trying to keep this short. But I'm opening this up to any questions. Does anybody have any questions or anything they need clarified? Or you can unmute yourself if you have any questions. None? Okay, well, that was amazing. I'm hoping that answered all your questions. If you, again, if you have any questions, just ask the team Relentless. If it's something that only I can answer, just be patient with me because I am going to be literally adhering to my business hours for my family's sake. If you also go under, I forgot to tell you, go under the news and training tab, and then it says training documents. There's a coach action plan that you'll find listed under news and training documents, or training documents. I want you to fill this out and send it to whoever your coach is, because this is going to help you figure out a plan. And then whenever you send it to me or whoever your sponsor is, we can help you refine it and become very specific about what your goals are and come up with an action plan. So anyways, thank you for your time. I hope that what I shared with you will help you launch your business and move forward. Just remember that you're not alone and that we're here to help you. So anyways, I will post the YouTube thing whenever it's done uploading. So have a great night, everybody.